Hey everyone, Christopher Beast here. In today's video, we're going to be talking about DevStream 41. DevStream 41 gave us our first look into Season 9, and while they didn't really show everything off, they mainly focused on the Elim Overhaul that's coming in the seasons, and some brief looks at what we're going to be expecting. The NDA is still not lifted, so I can only talk about exactly what was covered, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. I hope you guys are all looking forward to this, and let's get started. So let's start with the biggest focus of this stream, the Elim Overhaul. Elim has been in sore need of an overhaul, as I've been saying for quite some time now, and the devs have finally responded, answering and giving us the overhaul I've been wanting. Starting off, TKing is gone. About time, with TKing being such a massive issue that I've addressed many times before. I'm very glad the devs have finally decided to take a move on this one. Next, Elim crates are added to the game. These things are going to be very similar to shootout crates and will work in much of the same way, giving you some pretty high tier loot and possibly some custom cosmetics. I don't know yet because I haven't been able to open enough of these things. Moving on, there's a boost in XP that you get from Elim. A lot of people who play Elim a lot complain about this, that Elim simply doesn't give enough XP for you to grind through the battle pass. To respond to this, there's been a slight boost to XP. I'm not entirely sure how much of a boost yet, and even if I did know, NDA is not lifted. Continuing from there, we have some new loadouts coming to Elim. This is a big thing. A lot of people felt a lot of loadouts in Elim didn't represent enough guns, and a lot of them were just bad loadouts. So to respond, they have added a bunch of new loadouts. So I can only list the loadouts that we saw in the dev stream, and that's exactly what I'm going to do right now. In round 1 of the dev stream, we had an SG-1 ADR loadout. In round 2, we had an M16 M1911 loadout. In round 3, we had a Silver Pigeon Magnum loadout. In round 4, we had an SVU MP5 loadout, and for the final round, we had a KS-23 Luger loadout. And in case you're wondering exactly how I know this exactly, I actually was able to play against the devs in these rounds that we saw on the dev stream. It was a lot of fun, and we were able to melee kill the devs me in half. It was quite a good amount of fun. Moving on from there, we get to look into the next sneak peek of the rest of the update, which they showed us the first 15 tiers of the Battle Pass. I will briefly show them on screen and what they said about them in a moment. And moving on from there, we got grenades. Grenades are going to be AoE, as they showed off in the dev stream. I really can't talk about all the testing I've done regarding them because, again, NDA is not out, but I want to confirm one thing they said as not true. I don't know if I'm allowed to do this, but I'm going to do it because I want to make sure you guys have the accurate information. And that is, they said they were fragmentation grenades in the stream. This is not true. They're not fragmentation grenades. They're AoE. So I just wanted to address this and make sure we are all clarified on this regard. Moving on from there, they showed the AKSU in the firing range, another thing I'm going to play for you in a moment.
Baby AK.
Yeah.
Okay. And let me, where is it? I will play some of the shooting range. Oh yeah.
Yes. Here
There we
are.
go. And now it's time to you know,
Showcase it.
show off.
Mm-hmm.
Or not. Okay, I'm already doing really bad.
You can't do bad on the shooting range. You're just trying to showcase the gun, so don't worry about it. We've got some excitement in the chat about the new gun. Yes, sir. A74 KSU.
I'm so slow.
No,
I need to
that's-
reload. I haven't practiced.
It's a new gun. It's a new gun. Like nobody's held it yet. You know, it's
It's a
totally
new best
fine.
time.
Yeah,
It's a new best
exactly.
time.
It's the
Like,
first one.
But you
Moving on from the AKSU, we have some confirmed tweaks and bug fixes. First things first, a tweak to consumables. If you hit the left bumper right after using a consumable, it will bring out the last used consumable that you used. This is pretty handy and useful if you want to heal very quickly, use some grenades, or use some mortars in a quick succession amount of time. Moving on from there, the caffeine logo has been changed to a funky coffee bean. This was a commonly requested thing that a lot of people wanted. Moving on from there, they explained that private lobbies are not possible. They've been talking about why they don't want to do private lobbies for a while now, but Johanny finally brought the hammer down on ending this idea for good. They said that it would do too much damage to the servers, and simply something they're not looking forward to doing. Next, we have a possible fix for the T-pose bug. I'm putting possible here because not enough has been played in the preview build to really understand if T-posing is fixed. I hope it is fixed. I think it's a funky bug, but I would like to see it gone for the sake of making the game more polished. On top of that, we have that 8.1. They forgot to mention this, and I don't think anybody noticed, but it is something I know, now that I hear about it, have noticed. The invisible people in shootout bug. Yeah, that's a pretty big one. That was fixed in 8.1, and the devs just remembered that it was fixed. Moving on from there, they've once again fixed the PlayStation medals. Hopefully this time it's a permanent fix. Hopefully there won't be any resetting of them anymore. Then the H-bar scope, which has a bipod available in it. Right now in the current build, you can see the bottom of the top of the bipod clipping into the bottom of the scope. That is fixed with the new season. From there, buried cache currently has a bug where if you ping buried cache, it will tell you if it's the real cache or the fake cache, and the new update will no longer have that. You'll have to actually open it up to figure out if it's real or not. Finally, the running animation was tweaked, but they didn't show off the new running animation. They played some gameplay, but they didn't really show it off, so I'm not allowed to comment on it, but I can say this, it looks fucking great, and I'm glad that the old running animation is gone. That is everything that was shown off in DevStream 41, a massive look into Season 9. And while NDA is not lifted, it doesn't have to be excited about this update, because even with the small amount of info the devs dropped in this stream, it's going to be a great update. I hope that I'll be able to cover the entire update soon and give you guys all of the juicy info about what we should be expecting in the next couple of weeks of Vigor. But until then, this has been Christopher Beast, and I hope to see you all next time. Also, quick last note, I'm going to leave the background footage playing so you guys can see the me versus devs Elim matches.